everybody in this channel. So today we will see some of the questions regarding clause, which is very important. जबकि आप सबको पता है clause एक बहुत ही important topic है हमारे एग्जाम के लिए. तो उसमें से बहुत सारा questions एग्जाम में आते रहते हैं. So इसमें एक variant हम देखेंगे regarding clause, that is if clause. And we all know that whenever there is a question regarding if clause, it makes always a lot of confusion regarding the form of the verb. So in that regard, we will see some of the questions. 10 questions you will see today, and also you will try to discuss about the rules regarding it. So let's start. So as you can see the first questions on your screen, the first question is given is if I dash money, I would have given you. So there are four options. Just select all of you which is the correct option here. Have had, have had. Okay, so I hope you all people have chosen the option. So the correct answer is option C here. Why option C? Let's discuss. Actually, when there is if clause, we talk about if clause. So the rule is, so if you find the principal clause, that is I would have given you, this is the principal clause, we all know that, correct? And if dash money, that is if I had money, that is subordinate clause, this is subordinate clause. Now, what happens here? So if in conditional clause, what happens the if the principal clause given that form, if you find that form is given, would have plus third form of the verb, then you always remember it that the subordinate clause, that is if clause, it past always takes past perfect tense. So as we know that past perfect means had is the auxiliary verb plus the main verb should be given what? Third form. Correct? Now look at here in this question. So here had is the correct answer. Now many of you may have a question. Had कैसे correct हो सकता है? दोनों had एक साथ कैसे हो सकता है? Yes, ये हो सकता है क्योंकि as you know that past perfect means there is one had, that is our auxiliary verb or supporting verb or be verb according to the tense past perfect, correct? And another had that I have written is that is actually the past form of have, which is the main verb here. Here, what is the main verb? The main verb of the sentence is have. The past participle form, means the third form of the verb have is what? Had. That is why here one had is our past perfects to be verb or auxiliary verb, and another had, that is the third form of have, that is the main verb. So that is why the correct answer is here had. So what you are supposed to remember here? What you are supposed to remember here? If we find that structure in conditional sentence in if clause, that the principal clause have that form would have plus third form of the verb, definitely it takes always past perfect tense. That you remember it. Similarly, sometimes the question may be asked in a different way. Like if it is written if I had money, comma, then what should be there next? Then definitely you remember it. If there is past perfect form in the if clause, then in the principal clause always takes that same form, that is would plus have plus third form of the main verb, right? I hope you all people have understood. If you have any queries or any further information you add to there, please write in the comment box, so we will discuss in the next video. So अभी next question देखते हैं. So look at the next question, everybody. The next question is what it says, that if dash the notes of the if dash if I dash the notes of the chapter, I would give you. Now here a slight difference you must have noticed. क्या difference है दोनों question में? पहले वाला question में हमारे पास जो principal clause था I would have given you, उसमें तो क्या form था? Would have plus third form of the main verb. But इसमें जो principal clause है, तो इसमें क्या form है? वुड है, वुड के बाद फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब है ना। सो वुड है, उसके बाद क्या है, फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब, फर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब है, ये फॉर्म है, मीन्स फॉर्म का डिफरेंस है यहाँ पे, तो डेफिनेटली द आंसर विल बी डिफरेंट। सो कैन यू चूज द आंसर ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर, ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज। Okay, I hope you all people have chosen the answer. Now see what should be the answer. The correct answer is if I had the notes of the chapter, I would give you. Now here why had? Let's have a discussion on it. Why had? Actually, had why should be there? If you find the structure would plus first form of the verb, that is would plus first form of the verb, then if the principal clause is would plus first form of the verb, जैसे कि ये है, ये सेंटेंस में would plus first form है of the verb है, तो उस हिसाब से जो if clause होगा, जो कंडीशनल if clause होगा, उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, उसमें हम पास्ट इंडेफिनिट टेंस यूज करते हैं और सिंपल पास्ट यूज करते हैं, सिंपल पास्ट यूज करते हैं, है ना। सिंपल पास्ट यूज करते हैं। व्हाट इज सिंपल पास्ट मींस, क्या होता है, व्हाट इज द सिंपल पास्ट मींस, सिंपली वी हैव टू गिव द पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब। तो इसमें मेन वर्ब क्या है, इसमें मेन वर्ब है हैव, ठीक है, और उसका पास्ट फॉर्म क्या है, हैड, तो इसीलिए द करेक्ट आंसर इज हैड हियर। आई होप समझ में आ गया सबको। सो करेक्ट आंसर इज हैड हियर। बट अगर इसमें अगर ये होता, इफ आई डैश द नोट्स ऑफ द चैप्टर आई वुड हैव गिवन यू, इसमें अगर ये होता आई वुड हैव गिवन यू, देन आंसर क्या होता, देन आंसर होता हैड होता, है ना। समझ में आ गया सबको। ओके, सो लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। See all of you, the next question. If dash the answer of the question, I would tell you now. So already we discussed. So please all of you choose the answer. I am giving you 5 seconds for the answer. Okay. I hope all of you have chosen the correct answer. Already we discussed about it. It's very simple. So if I dash the answer of the question, I would tell you. So what is the form is here? Would tell is here. So definitely if the principal clause contains would tell means would plus first form of the verb, then definitely in conditional if clause इसमें क्या होगा, इसमें हम लोग कौन सा टेंस यूज करेंगे, डेफिनेटली वी विल यूज सिंपल पास्ट यूज करेंगे, है ना। वी विल यूज सिंपल पास्ट टेंस, वी विल यूज सिंपल पास्ट टेंस। सिंपल पास्ट टेंस मीन्स पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, past form of the verb, correct, we will use the past form of the verb. So इसमें past form of the verb कौन सा है, इसमें देखेंगे हम, इसमें कौन सा verb है जिसमें past form दिया हुआ है had known, ये past form में नहीं है, ये past perfect में है, know ये present में है, knew ये past form में है, will know ये future में है। So the correct answer is knew here. I hope सबको समझ में आ गया। Okay, good. So next question is see, if she dash the answer of the question, she would have told you then. Now tell me what is the answer of the question. So I hope you could have found the difference between that particular sentence structure, that would tell you and would have told you. So there is a difference, that difference that we were discussing in the previous question. Now tell me the correct answer. What is the correct answer here? Please all of you choose the correct answer. Okay, so whenever you will choose the correct answer, please try to choose it logically, because without logic, if you choose the answer, then you may correct sometimes. But if you do not know the logic behind of it, then next time, if the same question is asked in a different way, you may make a mistake. So logic behind of the आंसर शुड बी देयर ऑलवेज, है ना। क्वेश्चन चूज करने से पहले हमको पता होना चाहिए ये आंसर क्यों है। सो अभी so I hope all people have chosen the correct answer. It is very simple. Already we discussed in the first question. So would have is there. It means what tense should be there in the conditional sentence. There should be past perfect tense. Correct. There should be past perfect tense. So we know past perfect means क्या होता है, जिसमें had होगा हमारा टू बी वर्ब और ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब और सपोर्टिंग वर्ब, और उसके साथ हम क्या करेंगे, जो मेन वर्ब होगा उसका पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म होगा। करेक्ट, ये होता है पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म मींस पीपी फॉर्म। पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म ये परफेक्ट टेंस है, प्रेजेंट पास्ट परफेक्ट है। तो इसमें से हम देखेंगे ऑप्शन में कौन सा वर्ब है जो पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में है। है ना. So सबसे पहले had known, so had हमारा है to be verb और known है, so known ये past participle में है, know knew known. न्यू है ये पास्ट टेंस में है. द नोज ये प्रेजेंट में है. हैव नोन ये प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में है. सो द ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. सो हैड नोन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. आई होप यू ऑल पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द नेक्स्ट आइटम. See all of you, if you dash sincerely, you will get promotion soon. So here there is a variance is there in the question. ये क्वेश्चन में हम वेरिएंट देखेंगे थोड़ा सा. क्या वेरिएंट है इसमें देखो, जिसमें हम लोग प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज में प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस में हम लोग ने दिखा है कि इसमें जो फॉर्म है वुड है. अभी इसमें आ गया विल. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट. whenever there is principal clause contains future tense and if clause is there, and you remember it, when if clause never takes any future, right? If conditional clause never takes any future tense, है ना. इसमें इट मीन्स अगर यहाँ पे फ्यूचर है और यहाँ पे इफ क्लॉज है, कंडीशनल इफ क्लॉज है, तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इसमें कभी भी फ्यूचर नहीं आता है. तो हमेशा यहाँ पे क्या कौन सा टेंस आएगा, हमेशा यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट टेंस आएगा. एंड इन विच फॉर्म, इन सिंपल प्रेजेंट फॉर्म. Please, all of you do remember it. Simple tense, simple present tense always comes when there is any if clause, okay, and the principal clause in future tense. It means if clause, if conditional clause never takes future tense, it always takes present simple tense when the principal clause is in future tense. है ना. इसमें क्या होगा, फ्यूचर टेंस. इसमें क्या होगा, ये देखिए, जो प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज है ये कौन सा टेंस में है, ये फ्यूचर टेंस में है, राइट, फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट में है. सिमिलरली तो इफ कंडीशनल क्लॉज में कौन सा टेंस आएगा, इसमें डेफिनेटली प्रेजेंट सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस आएगा और प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस आएगा. सो द वर्ब शुड बी ऑलवेज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस. तो क्या आंसर होगा यहाँ पे, बताइए सब लोग. So look at the options. Which option is in present indefinite tense or simple present tense? Will work definitely is not correct because as I said that if conditional clause never takes future tense. Now work that verb is in which form? It is in present indefinite form. So we can use it. So option B is the correct answer. Would work. It is absolutely incorrect. And worked plus will, it never comes. If we write worked here, if we write worked here, then what would be then here there would be a change. What change will happen? Here would be would, है ना, जो हम लोगों ने देखा है पहले से. सो सिंस यहाँ पे वुड नहीं है तो हम लोगों ने क्या चूज करना है, वर्क चूज करना है. ठीक है. आई होप यू ऑल पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट मच. ठीक है. अभी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इफ वी डैश टुमारो वी शैल नॉट गो फॉर पिकनिक is very simple. I told you all people that if clause, so shall not go. This is future, means the principal clause in future. The principal clause in future. So if the principal clause in future and the the conditional if clause never takes future tense, so what is the correct answer? It always takes present indefinite tense. It means it always takes simple present tense, है ना. It always takes simple present tense, simple present. So what is the simple present form is given here in the options. So if it rains, so option A is the correct answer. I hope all people have understood. If you have any queries, please do write in the comment box, and definitely your comments will be addressed in the next video. Okay, so let's go for the next question. See all of you, the first question, there is a variant. What is the variant? So the question is, when he dashed the book, he returned it to the library. Please all of you try to answer the question. I am giving you 5 seconds, and after that we will discuss it. Okay. So what is the answer of the questions? Can you tell me, all of you? What is the answer of the questions? Okay. See all of you, the answer of the question is had completed. Had completed is the correct answer. Now let's understand this, why there should be had completed, why there should not be completed or have completed or completes. Let's understand this. Actually, you remember there are in clause of time when we discuss, we know that there are two types of time, correct? There are two types of time. Two types of time. Okay, two types of times are there. One is called one is called simultaneous simultaneous. Okay, another is called preceding. Another is called preceding. Okay, another is called preceding. So, what is simultaneous? See, if two actions happens simultaneously together, then we call it simultaneous actions. But if there is an action, there are two actions, one action happened first, after that another action happens, then we call it preceding action. The first action we call it preceding action, right? I hope you understood that much. Once again I repeat it. अगर कोई दो इंसिडेंट्स में से दोनों इंसिडेंट्स एक साथ होता है तो उसको हम साइमल्टेनियस एक्शंस बोलते हैं, ठीक है, साइमल्टेनियस टाइम बोलते हैं। और प्रीसीडिंग टाइम कौन सा होता है? अगर दोनों एक्शंस में से अगर ये क्लियर है कि एक एक्शंस पहले हुआ है उसके बाद द सेकंड एक्शन हुआ है, तो उसको हम फर्स्ट एक्शन को हम प्रीसीडिंग एक्शन कहते हैं। तो दोनों केसेस में देयर आर टू डिफरेंट रूल्स आर देयर। What are the two different rules? Let's understand this. So, you see here in the above sentence, I have written had completed is the correct answer. Correct? Why there should be had completed? अभी अगर हम लोग देखेंगे the sentence, we will understand easily that first he completed the book. Correct? First he had completed the book, then returned it to me, isn't it? इसका मतलब ये हुआ पहले बुक को खत्म किया है उसके बाद रिटर्न किया है, तो इसमें प्रीसीडिंग एक्शन कौन सा हो गया? बुक को खत्म करना पहले, और सेकंड एक्शन कौन हो गया? रिटर्न करना। इट मींस पहला एक्शन जो हुआ है उसके बाद उसके बाद सेकंड एक्शन हुआ है। सो इसमें क्या होता है, जो एक्शंस पहले खत्म हुआ है वो एक्शंस को हम क्या करते हैं वो एक्शन को हम लोग पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करते हैं। पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करते हैं, ठीक है। जो एक्शन पहले खत्म हुआ है उसको हम उसमें पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करते हैं, परफेक्ट टेंस यूज करते हैं। तो जैसे कि हम लोगों को पता है पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस मीन्स क्या होता है? ऑक्सिलरी हैड, है ना। उसके बाद क्या होगा? मेन वर्ब होगा, और मेन वर्ब कौन सा फॉर्म में होगा? पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म में होगा, है ना। मेन वर्ब होगा पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म में। तो ये हमको याद रखना है कि दोनों एक्शन में से अगर ये पता चलता है कि एक एक्शन पहले हुआ है and another action happened in the second, then the first action always should be given past perfect tense, that is had plus थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब। जैसे कि इस सेंटेंस में हमको क्लियरली नजर आ रहा है कि पहले बुक को खत्म किया है, बुक को पढ़ना खत्म किया है, उसके बाद बुक को रिटर्न किया है ना। सो पास्ट फर्स्ट एक्शन शुड ऑलवेज बी गिवन पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस, एंड सेकंड एक्शन ऑलवेज शुड बी गिवन व्हिच टेंस? सेकंड एक्शन शुड बी गिवन ऑलवेज सिंपल पास्ट टेंस, सिंपल पास्ट, ठीक है ना। सिंपल पास्ट टेंस। जैसे कि एक very common there is a very common example of it, the patient had died before the doctor came। तो इसमें दोनों एक्शन में से कौन सा फर्स्ट हुआ है? पहले पेशेंट मर गया उसके बाद डॉक्टर आया है। सो द पेशेंट हैड डाइड, you can see that the patient had died, then the doctor came। So the first action is given in past perfect tense and second action given in past indefinite tense। I hope it is I hope it is clear to everybody। If you have any doubt, please you may write in the comment box, we will definitely try to address it। Now let's see the next question। So as I said, there are two kinds of time। One is simultaneous, another is preceding। So इसमें next question में अगर हम देखेंगे, as the minister dash, the audience stood up। So can you tell me what is the answer of the question? Please have a time for 5 seconds and tell me what is the answer of the question. Okay. So let's see what is the answer of the question. Actually, here the answer of the question option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Arrived is the correct answer. Now, why arrived is the correct answer? Now, let's understand here also two action happens, like the earlier sentence, but there is a difference. What is the difference? In earlier sentence, it is very clear that first between two actions, one action happened first, then the second action happened. But in the second sentence, if you see, as the minister arrived, the audience stood up. So both the action happened simultaneously, means both the action happened together, right? Both the action happen together. It means what is the time here? Simultaneous time, right? So you remember it in simultaneous time, always both the clause, whether this is principal clause and subordinate clause, both should take same tense. Both should take same tense, right? If it is stood is there, so it is in past, it is in simple past tense. Stood is there, so it is in simple past tense, right? So similarly, so if it is in past tense, so definitely in the subordinate clause, the tense should also be past, correct? Tense should also be past. Now, so that is why it should also be given past. This arrived is the correct answer. I hope you all people have understood it. Arrived is the correct answer. Now next, so this is why arrived is the correct answer here. Okay, arrived is the answer. So you remember it. If the both the action happen together means simultaneously. So both the actions tense should be same. So if the first action is given past indefinite tense, so both if one action is given past indefinite tense, the another action also should be given past indefinite tense. If one action given is in present tense, simple present tense, another also in simple present tense. So that you have to remember it. So sometimes question might be asked in a different way. Like as the minister arrived, the audience dashed. So what should be there? Stood up. Because here arrived is already given here, past indefinite tense. So another action also should be given past indefinite tense. I hope you all have understood. So what we have seen here, the two types of timing. One is simultaneous, another is preceding. So in the case of preceding action, what we do? The first action is given past perfect tense, that is had plus third form of the verb that we have seen in the that question. Similarly, similarly, another question in another times, like if both the action happen together means simultaneously, we give both the actions similar tense. So that is what it is all about. I hope you have understood. If you have any queries, कोई भी अगर query हो तो please write in the comment box. So you'll definitely try to address it. Okay. So next, see the next question. As the teacher dash, the students stand up. The students stand up. Now it is very similar to the question number 8 that we discussed. There are two actions. Now, considering the question number 8 and the discussion, please try to correct the choose the correct option for this question, please, all of you. You have a 5 seconds. Okay. So, yes, the correct answer is here. What should be there? Here, you see here both the actions. One is arrive, another is stand up. So, if you see the students stand up, it is in present, simple present tense. Correct? It is in simple present tense. It is in simple present tense. So now here one action already is given simple present tense. So since both the action happen together means teacher भी पहुंचा है और student भी खड़ा हुआ है. So both the actions happen together. इसमें दोनों एक्शन में से कोई पहले और आगे नहीं हुआ है, दोनों एक्शन साथ में हुआ है. सो अगर दोनों एक्शन साथ में हुआ है, हम लोगों ने जैसे डिस्कस किया कि दोनों एक्शंस को हम लोग क्या करेंगे, सेम टेंस में रखेंगे. सो ऑलरेडी एक टेंस में सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में दिया हुआ है, तो अनदर जो एक्शन होगा उसको भी हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में रखेंगे. सो इसमें सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में कौन सा ऑप्शन है? So it is seen, it is very much visible that option number A is the correct answer because it is in present indefinite tense, that is of arrives is the correct answer. So as the teacher arrives, the students stand up. This is the correct answer. So let's see the last question. Okay, so I want everybody to give me the correct answer of the question as we already discussed about the same thing. Okay, about timing means preceding time and simultaneous time. So try to read the question properly. After that, you decide. So whether it is preceding time or it is simultaneously happen both the actions. So all of you, please take your time for 5 seconds and choose the correct option. Okay. So here, as you can see, by the time sunset, he dashed all the documents. Now you see, is it possible that both the actions can happen together? No. First there should be sunset. After that he has completed, isn't it? So no, sorry. क्या होगा कि सनसेट से पहले एक्चुअली द मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज सनसेट से पहले वो अपना डॉक्यूमेंट्स को प्रिंट कर लेगा, है ना? ऐसा है ना? तो इसमें से दोनों एक्शन तो एक साथ कभी नहीं होगा, पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। तो इसमें से कौन सा एक्शन पहले होगा? पहले वो कंप्लीट करेगा उसके बाद सनसेट होगा ना। तो मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस इज बाय द टाइम सनसेट मींस सनसेट से पहले ही ही सनसेट से पहले क्या होगा? ही हैड प्रिंटेड होगा। क्यों हैड प्रिंटेड होगा? क्यों हैड प्रिंटेड होगा? कि उन्होंने क्या किया था कि सनसेट सनसेट होने से पहले ही वो अपना डॉक्यूमेंट्स को प्रिंट कर लिया था। इट मींस व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट एक्शन हियर? द फर्स्ट एक्शन इज पहले वो प्रिंट करना कर लिया था उसके बाद सनसेट हुआ था, है ना? आई होप कि समझ में आ गया सबको। वंस अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू कि दोनों एक्शंस की सनसेट होने से पहले ही वो अपना प्रिंटेड खत्म किया है। इट मींस प्रिंटर प्रिंट खत्म किया है। इसका मतलब क्या होगा? द फर्स्ट एक्शन, दिस इज द फर्स्ट एक्शन दैट ही हैड प्रिंटेड ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंट्स by the time sunset, isn't it? So by the time sunset he had printed all the documents. So this is the correct answer. Had printed. Why? Because this is the preceding action. He had printed. This is the preceding action. Correct? This is the preceding action. And we all know that first action always should be given past perfect tense, and the second action should be given past indefinite tense. So this is what for today, friends. And please write in the comment box if you have any queries regarding the discussions of today. And by the time we will try to bring some more videos. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share the videos with others so that others also get the same benefit. So thank you. Have a good day.